this, 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 and even this ad was not made by an expensive designer in weeks or months, but in minutes with my AI automation. All I had to do was to give it my brand image and it did everything on its own. No prompting, no reviewing, no breaking your head on Photoshop and being like how the hell this works, or using ChatGPT to create images, which takes millions of iterations if not more. These ads are made in one go, in one click, and these are actually usable. How do I know? Because I'm actually running another business where I sell digital products and I've actually used these creatives for myself, running real money behind it. This is what I made for myself because I was desperately trying not to design in Photoshop because I really don't know it, or pay an absurd amount of money to designers, which I really don't have. In this video, I'll break down how this automation works and how you can use it for free. So make sure you stay till the end. And just before we start, I bet you're not gonna find this workflow anywhere else, because in my experience, 99% of the guys sharing workflows on YouTube, they don't actually run money behind it. So they don't actually know if their workflow even works or not, and if they produce ads that are actually good. And that's not the scene over here, because I am running money behind it. I know that I have to make creators that provide good ROS, or I'm doomed. So you know that this workflow is gonna be alright. Straight up, we'll be using a platform called n8n, and if you haven't heard of it before, you can watch my previous videos to know what is it all about, and we'll be making automation over there. So if you want to use it, you can go to n8nio.com. You can go to get started, and you can create a 14-day free trial account that will not require a credit card. So that's pretty epic. But right now you already have an account, so let's actually just go to it. This is the automation, and before I show you how to build it, let me show you how this works. Okay, so let me click on execute workflow, and it asks for two things. First is the Facebook ad library URL. So let me show you what I mean over here. This is Facebook ad library. Here are all the ads that are running or have been running recently. It's gonna look like this. Now you're gonna click on whichever country you would like to have to steal the ads from, and then click on all ads. So I'm just gonna type here Protease, which is a protein related brand, and we have created our demo company to be just that. So let's actually search this, and over here you can see filters. And the thing is, you just want to click on image and memes, because we are just creating images right now, not the videos. So we want all of these things to be images. And then once you have done that, you can just copy this and you can just paste it over here. And then I've also created some mock-up images, so we are just going to use that. You can see these are the mock-up images, and we are going to use the protein one. I have named the company as Event Horizon. It's a luxury protein brand, if that exists, but yeah, this is the one. Let's actually go with this one. The images look pretty epic. And then I'm gonna click on submit, and that's pretty much it from my side, because it's gonna make all the ads, it's gonna do all the research, everything on its own. And all I have to do is to see in my input ad folder, whenever it searches an ad, it's gonna add it over here, and whenever the ad is built, I'm gonna see it over here in the output ads folder. Okay, so we have our input ad over here. It was the same one over here, so it's actually adding the right ones. And then once it's done, it's gonna go and create the prompt. So like, we don't have to create the prompt for image generation, it's gonna do it on its own. And then once the prompt is generated, it's gonna give it to Gemini, which is gonna create our image as well. And once the image has been created, it's gonna go to our output ad folder. Let's actually wait for a minute and see how the image turns out to be. This is the input ad for reference, and it must be coming anytime now. Okay, yeah, it's done. And once the image is uploaded, it's gonna go back and work on the second one, which over here is, I guess, this. And let me show you the result, because they are freaking epic. Boom. Can you freaking imagine? This is not made by me. I have not written a single prompt. It has just taken the inspiration on itself, and it has created this. This is literal perfection. Like, what else do you need? And now a second ad is being created. Again, Gemini is generating the prompt, and then it's gonna give it to the image generation model. Boom, it's there. The second ad, it's gonna look something like this. So let's actually see how this one turns out to be. And boom, it's done. I'm gonna pause it over here because I don't wanna like spend so much money. Let me actually keep it for the time being. And then here's our second ad, which looks again pretty darn amazing if you ask me. This was the inspiration ad, which was taken with just an iPhone, I think, and this is the real deal. Can you see it? How luxurious it feels, how each and every lighting feels like it's coming from a natural, high quality lighting source. So now let's talk about how you can build it from scratch. The first option is you can import the JSON file, which I've given in the Google Doc in the description. You can just copy and paste it. You can go over here and click on these three dots and then click on import from file. And once it's done, you can just uh, here's the JSON file for this. I guess this one. So you can just copy and paste it, and that's pretty much it. You have got the entire workflow. You don't need to build it. But if you want to see like what's inside and how this system works, so this section is just going to be that where I'm talking about how each and every node works and how you can replicate it for your company. So the first node is the on form submission, and over here you have to write the form title, which is a Facebook ad 3 form I've written, and then you have to add two fields. You can add form element over here, and it works like that. You have to first ask for a Facebook ad library URL. It should be text, and the second one, it should be your product images or your logo or anything you want to be here. I've written your product images, and then the element should be file, and I've gone over and above to make sure that we have multiple file option over here, because it was very easy to just have a single file, but I've written a lot of code. And just for your reference, I'm not a coder. I don't even understand what all this is. I have just used ChatGPT and Claude to write it. So you have to click on multiple files, and then voila, you are good to go. The second one is the code node, and again, as intimidating it looks, it is to me as well, because I don't know what's going around here. I have just tried and tested a lot of it, and I'm kind of understanding what's going on. So majorly it's just all those multiple files that you give. Right now we have just given one, but if you give it many, like 5 or 6, it's still gonna handle it and convert it into one data file, which is something we want. And then the next step is the base 64 converter, which is a very important process. By the way, you can just go over here and add code, and then click on code in JavaScript to get it over here, and then just copy and paste the code. Okay, this is how it works. The next node is the base64 file, which is the conversion of the pig that we gave to a base64 file. What is a base64 file? An AI can't actually see the pig, so it converts it to a base64 file so that it can read the data behind it, like whatever is in a single pixel, and we later use it over here to create prompt and to create the images. So it's very necessary, don't skip this step. And the next node is the API scraper. What it does is it goes to the Facebook ad library and downloads all the ads so that we can upload it to the Google Drive and recreate it. So this is the really important one, but you have to authenticate it over here. So let me actually show you step by step on how to do it. So you have to click on create new credentials, and then just click on connect my account. And how to create your account is just, let me show you here, apify.com. You can go ahead, click on get started, and create an account with your Google sign up. And once it's done, you just have to like connect your account, connect your Apify account, and that's pretty much it. You are good to go. And once that is done, this is the most crucial step, which is a loop. Now what you can do is you can give all these data directly to the Google Drive and directly to the image model, because it's gonna mess it up real bad. There are 21 items, 21 ads, and we want to give it one by one so that it uploads one file and then creates one file. So this is a loop over item node. I think you can find it over here, loop over item, and then inside it's the batch size is 1, because we just want one single item to run through it, and whenever it's done, it's gonna like go through the entire thing. I was really confused in the beginning, like how to use it, so let me actually show you. So when you actually add this, it's gonna come like this, which is loop over items, and there's a replace me type of node. So what you have to do is to delete it again, delete this, and then you have to make sure that the API one comes from here, and the loop goes from here, and you don't have to do anything with the done thing. The next one is an image downloader node. What it does is whenever this node gives it one item and then it downloads it, so that we can use it, and then it uploads it to Google Drive, which looks something like this. Just copy everything, but again you need to do the authentication over here, so you have to create new credentials. Let me actually show you again how to do it so that you can do. You can click on create new credentials, and again this is the pretty complicated part, at least it was for me, so just follow me along. Okay, you have to go on console, Google, just search on Google, and it's gonna come like this, cloud management console, Google Cloud. Once you go over here, you have to create an account. It's gonna be pretty basic. I think you can create the account pretty fast, and once it's done, just follow me along. Okay, you have to come over here, and it's gonna a bit different because I have a lot of projects. You don't have any right now, and click on new project, and then let's just name it new tutorial YouTube, and then create. Okay, now our new project has been created. I'm gonna delete it really fast so that you can't use it. And once it's done, you have to just shift it to this project because that's the one you created right now. And yeah, the first step is done. Now you have to go on this three sidebar and click on API services, and then go to library. Okay, over here you have to search for Drive, just Drive. And here comes the Google Drive API. Don't click on this one, this is the real one. Google Drive API, you click on this one time and click on enable, and once it's done, it's gonna come like this. Now you have to click on the OAuth consent screen, and over here click on get started. Okay, in the app name I'm gonna write it again like new tutorial, use support email. I'm just gonna click on this, or you can write any email, just make sure you use the same one. Over here click on external, not internal. Okay, and then over here use the same address that we used before. So I use chef9@gmail.com, and then click on next, finish, create, and freaking boom, we are almost there. Just one more step left. Let's actually give it time. Boom, it's gonna show something like this, and now you have to create your OAuth client. When you come to this screen, you're gonna click on this, create a web application, web client one, that's fine. Add a redirect URI, which is gonna be this exact thing. You're gonna copy okay, you're gonna copy this, and then come over here, command V. All right, click on create, and boom, we have the client ID now. You can just copy it and then paste it over here. And wait a second, we are not done yet. And just one more step. Okay, you're gonna go on the audience section and then add a user. It's gonna be the same email. All right, click on save, and just one last tiny little step. You have to go on clients, click on this one, and then once you are here, you can see the client secret key, and you can just copy it once, so make sure you copy it right, and then you're gonna paste it over here, and then you just have to like sign in with Google account, the one that you have used. For me it's gonna be sajid449@gmail.com, the one I added the user for. Just for example, it's gonna look something like this. And once you have done that, you have to click on continue. This showing it because you are using an external thing. Whatever you're doing over here, it's not authorized by any party, like you are creating it, so until you are safe, you're not going to do harm to yourself, so it's all okay. And boom, we have our new credential. So it was a pretty tough thing, and once it's done, it's going to do one more thing, which is it's going to convert the head file we gave it to a data file, which is again the base64 file, which is going to be used later over here in the Gemini creation thing. All right, once it's done, you can use the merge thing, and then the aggregate thing. It's just to kind of combine the data. If you're not sure, let's actually use it so that you can see it. Number of inputs, you're going to keep it 2. All right, and then you're going to click over here and add aggregate, which is going to combine all of the data we have till now, and that's pretty much it. So you have to add this and this before we actually move to the next step. Okay, now this is where the interesting part comes in, and this is where my secret lies. Okay, this is the system prompt. This is something you have to create for yourself. I would suggest you to use ChatGPT or Gemini or Perplexity, whichever you like, to create this system prompt. I've added this to the Google Doc so that you can take inspiration from it and just copy paste it. So it goes like that. It's a 2-prompt system. It's not just I give the prompt to, I'm gonna give a prompt to the prompter, which is gonna create a prompt for the image model. It works like that. All right, let me actually show you how it works. So whenever I give this prompt, I have written like I have two products, I have this company, here are the details for this company. Now I'm gonna give you two things. One is an ad and one is a product image of my product or my logo image of my company. And you have to combine all of this. You have to take it as an inspiration and you have to recreate the ad for me. And this is a really crucial step. You can mess things up over here quite a lot. So make sure you write a nice prompt and try it once or two before you run the entire workflow, because it's gonna be needed, right? You don't want to like create 30 ads that are gonna be shitty. You're gonna have to iterate once or twice once you have created. So I've given it as an inspiration. Just take it and maybe copy and paste it on ChatGPT and be like, hey, can you create a prompt like this for my company? And it's gonna create it. The prompt generation thing is pretty good for all these LLMs, because they are just creating them for yourself. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the build Gemini request. It's again a code thing. Don't ask me how all of this works. I'm very new to coding. I have just learned it like maybe a week ago, just this part. So simply what it does is I have given this prompt to Gemini, all right, and it's gonna create the prompt for us so that the prompt can generate the image. It's a three-part system. And why did we need this over here? Because we are giving it the base64 files that we created first for the pics that you gave, and then then for the ad. All right, so we needed to add a code in order to mix all of those things. And once it's done, it's just gonna like copy and paste this code over here. And this is the major part. Okay, this is an HTTP request, which again you can get from here. Click on the plus button, HTTP request, and there we go. Okay, it's gonna look something like this. And now just see what I'm doing and copy and paste it, because you just have to do that. You have to copy and paste this URL. Okay, this is for the Gemini 3 Pro model, and we are gonna use it to create the prompt. Paste it over here, and then in authentication you're gonna click on predefined credential type, and over here you can search for Gemini. It's gonna come like this, and now you need to connect your Gemini account. And for that, let's actually go create a new credential, and then I'm gonna show you step by step how to do it. So make sure you follow it real nice. You can go over here and search for Google AI Studio. All right, Google AI Studio, and then you can create an account. It's pretty easy. And then create an API key. It's gonna look a bit different. You can search on YouTube like how to create Google API key. It's pretty easy, not that complicated, trust me. And then you have to just name your key, n8n tutorial, let's say n8n. All right, I'm gonna click on create key, and now I'm just gonna like copy it and then come over here, paste it, click on save. Boom, we are actually connected. The main part is creating an API key on Google AI Studio, because this is the hard part. I think you can figure it out via YouTube. It's not that hard, trust me. But yeah, just make sure you do it right. Okay, you have to just create an API key. It's not that hard. And then you have to do the same thing over here, which is another code. And now it's for building the image, and that was for building the prompt. So the prompt is coming over here, which is to create an image. All right, you just have to like copy and paste this code over here. Make sure it's set for done once for all items. It's for all the code nodes. Okay, and then it's gonna go over here, which is an HTTP request again. You have to do this exact same thing in the above section and in the send body section. Okay, I missed it over there as well. You have to click on the send body section. Let me actually show you real quick. Okay, yours gonna look like this. So you have to just click on the send body section, and over here I'm gonna use JSON, and this is where you just write these curly brackets, dollar and JSON. That's it. You just have to like copy and paste it, because like whatever you're getting over here, it's just gonna be transferred the exact code, the exact prompt, and the images to here to so you just have to like write JSON over here. Okay, and you have to do this exact same thing, but over here it's gonna be a bit different. You have to use this code, and it's for image generation. If you're not gonna use that, it's gonna create some problems, so make sure you just use that. Okay, and once all of these parts are done, and it's gonna be a bit complicated for you maybe to connect and do stuff, but again, if you're gonna use my JSON file, it's not gonna be that hard. It's gonna be pretty easy. Okay, now we are gonna go to the next part. A lot of times it's gonna give an error called prohibited content, which is something we don't want. Okay, we don't want just like close it based on one error. So there's an if node, which again you can add from here. You can search for if, and this is the one. From here you can just copy and paste this thing, and you have to just use it at the string, and then is equal to, and then on the error, and it's the error message that's coming to me, my account. So I've just written that if this is true, so if that is true, it's gonna go back to the loop items, and then it's gonna start again, which is gonna start the entire process without our image being generated. Okay, but if it's false, that means if the image is created, it's gonna go to upload the Google Drive, and it's gonna go like this. Okay, you have to add an edit field. You're gonna add an edit field over here. It's gonna look like this, and it's just for like aggregation of data, not something big enough. Just copy and paste this code so that we just get what we want over here, which is just the image result data, and we don't get anything else. And the next node is convert to file node, which is, we have created a base64 image, like we have given a base64 image which looks like this, by the way. It's just text, and you can't see it, you can't visualize it, whatever this is, and we have to convert this to an image. So this is the one that does the job. And the last node is the upload to Google Drive node, which you can get from here. Upload, okay, it's gonna come as drive, and then upload a file, and it's gonna look something like this. Again, you have created the credential in the above section, so we just have to like click on this, and once it's done, you have to click on file name, which is gonna be stolen ad, and then you can add just this code, which is gonna give you a title for your ad, and it's coming from the previous section, so you don't have to think about it. Just copy and paste this. It's already there in your JSON file, so you don't even need to do that. All right. And from the parent drive section, you just have to like click on the my drive folder, and then over here you just have to search for the folder that you have created. I have created a folder called output ads, and I'm just uploading over here. Whichever folder you have created, you just have to like enter it over here, and that's pretty much it. And then you have to connect this node back, and then you have to just connect this node back to the loop thing, so that it runs and runs and runs until you want your desired result. In future, I'm gonna add a limit item, so that I am actually deciding how many elements, how many ads do I want. So I'm just gonna like add a limiter to 5, so that it runs 5 times and then it stops. But again, I'm gonna do it in future. Right now I'm just over here and I stop it manually, and you can do it as well. All right, and it's gonna give you ads like this, and this is just one example. Okay, I've created previously as well, and I've created it in a lot other niches as well, so you can see how good they are. Okay, let me show you. Have a look. These are the ads that are made without my intervention, without any freaking thing, and you can create it in an instance. You don't have to even do all of the things that I've told you. You can just like copy and paste my JSON file, which is again given for free. You have to just come over here and import it, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you like this video. Again, I'm not as good at explaining in terms of tutorial as of now, but again, I'm gonna get better in the future as I move ahead and as I get your feedback. So make sure you comment on what you liked and how you want my tutorials to be a bit more detailed. I think I missed a lot of credential parts, so next time I'm gonna make sure that I build it together and not just kind of say things showing it. That's gonna lesson for me, but I hope you like the video, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.